how did you come up with the idea for this project? And was there a specific problem you wanted to solve?
My idea was that to stop robberies across the entire USA and around the world,
What components or sensors did you use to make it work?
we used an ultrasonic sensor, LED lights, resistor, breadboard, Arduino, buzzer, and wires.
What does your project display or alert when someone enters or exits a space?
Firearm or a deadly weapon is within the 50-meter range. LED lights and buzzers will start running as soon as the weapon is within the 50-meter range.
What did you learn while making the security counter?
The fun part about learning was to get to use Arduino and using it to create a safe environment.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of our STEM podcast. I'm your host, and I'm so excited to introduce our young innovator, Ayaansh, who has created something both smart and practical, a project called C Counter, the security counter. And it's an amazing idea that blends creativity with real-world usefulness. So let's hear from Ayaansh himself about how he came up with this idea, how it works, and what makes it special. So welcome to the podcast, Ayaansh. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and what inspired you to create C Counter, the security counter?
Hello, my name is Ayaansh and I am 9 years old. I live in California and I study in the 4th grade. I really like math, robotics, and cricket.
That's really interesting.
One aspect that inspired me to create C Counter, the security counter, was the robberies happening all around the place. And I decided I want to make a device that can help have some protection with our security.
Of course, and I would say that's awesome, and I love how you connected your idea with real life needs, and it's really a problem nowadays. So tell me, how did you come up with the idea for this project, and was there a specific problem you wanted to solve?
My idea was that to stop robberies across the entire USA and around the world, I decided, why can't I create a counter looking like a normal counter, but it's camouflaged with so many security aspects that is able to catch firearms and dangerous weapons.
That's such a smart observation, Ayaansh, really. And now for everyone listening, what exactly does the C counter, the security counter, do?
The security counter is meant for capturing firearms and dangerous weapons, and it will beep as soon as someone enters a store, building, or mall with any sort of dangerous weapon. And this will alert people who will install my security counter.
Very cool. And that that sounds super useful too. So how does it actually improve security?
It is hidden unlike cameras and has a wide range to detect weapons. So police can be alerted and notified about the cause by the owner.
Nice. That's a clever approach. So can you explain a bit about how does the counter works, or what triggers it, and how does it count?
There is a metal detector device in my C counter. This device is designed to activate as soon as the weapon enters the store or is within 50 meters range.
I see. That's a neat mechanism, I would say. So to make it all work, what components or sensors did you use to make it work?
We used an ultrasonic sensor, LED lights, resistor, breadboard, Arduino, buzzer, and wires.
That's quite a list. So, and also great choice of components. So, now what does your project display or alert when someone enters or exits a space?
If a firearm or a deadly weapon is within the 50-meter range, LED lights and buzzers will start running as soon as the weapon is within the 50-meter range.
Mm-hmm. That's really practical, and behind all that, I'm sure there's some coding. So, what type of coding or logic did you use in your project?
I use the Arduino IDE codes that also include C++.
That makes sense. So, coding really ties it all together, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So tell me, did you face any challenges while coding or building it? Like, if you did, how did you overcome them?
Yes, I did face a challenge because while building the metal detector, one problem was it would be really annoying for store owners to keep on hearing the buzzer, all because the metal detector will detect any type of metal. So in the metal detector, I overcame it by adding a code that only detects firearms and weapons.
That's impressive problem solving, I would say. So, if you could take it a step further, if you would upgrade your project, what new features would you add to it?
Well, say the store owner is threatened and cannot call the police. If that is so, I would like to add a feature where in situations where the store owner or security guard is unable to themselves to call the police, my device should automatically send a message after the buzzer is beeping for a long amount of time.
Wow, that would really be a great addition, and while working on the project that you were making, did you learn what did you learn while making the security counter?
The fun part about learning was to get to use Arduino and using it to create a safe environment.
That's a valuable lesson. And now let's talk about a real world impact. So, how do you think this project can be useful in real life? Like, for example, in schools, offices, or malls?
If we use it in schools, hospitals, religious places, stores, federal buildings, and malls, basically all crowded public areas, and avoid serious threats.
Exactly. That could really help with safety and organization. So, tell us, what was your favorite part of working on this project?
It was designing the project in Arduino.
That's wonderful to hear. And for others listening, I would say, what advice would you give to other young innovators who wants to build their own projects?
Well, one advice I'd give is treat all your projects like fun activities and innovate for human cause.
That's great advice and truly inspiring too. Now it's time to call parents. If you can go ahead and call your mom. So, a very welcome to the podcast, Ayaansh's mom. And I had this one question for you. And the question is, what was your role and contribution to Ayaansh's project, and how do you feel about it now?
So my role, I would say, was only to support him and encourage him to take the lead and innovate. So I just pushed him to think independently and come up with the concept or what he wanted to do. So my role, I think, was just to validate what he was doing. So I would say that was my role. But all thanks goes to Moonpreneur for providing this platform for him to be able to innovate and use all this coding and all the hardware that he was provided to build on it. So yeah, thank you so much. So my role was basically supporting him in what he was doing.
Of course, and thank you so much for acknowledging all of us for this, and it's so heartwarming, I would say, to hear this from you. It's amazing how much teamwork and parents help goes into project like these. And thank you so much for sharing your experience.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ayaansh, for that amazing project. presentation and your project C counter, the security counter, is such a smart and practical idea. And we really liked how you used sensor and coding to make a system that can actually improve safety in real places like schools and offices. So great work, Ayaansh, and keep innovating. The future definitely looks bright with young minds like yours.